Do you think that UK needs more immigration?
No.
So
I'm flat against it. If you want to get my hoodie, it says out of England, stop the boats.
okay.
I'm flat against immigration and illegal migration.
So in what direction, in your opinion, the UK is going to?
Down. It's going in the shithole, for want of a better phrase. It's
Yeah.
going down the toilet.
Siemanko, witam Was na kanale Polak w UK. Dzisiaj meldujemy się z miejscowości Grimsby, która jest złą sławą owiana. I zobaczymy, czy w tej miejscowości Polacy mają również złą sławę, czy jednak uchodzimy za kulturalne osoby. Nawiązuję do odcinka ze Skantrop, który gdzieś tutaj podlinkujemy, gdzie rozpętała się, no chyba można to nazwać gównoburza w komentarzach na temat tego, jak to jest z tymi Polakami i z naszym chamstwem, że tym, co są za granicą, to już odbiło. Ci polscy youtuberzy, którzy nagrywają z zagranicy, to w ogóle jak oni mogą tak źle mówić o tej Polsce, do której przyjeżdżają raz na rok. Dowiemy się dzisiaj, jak to jest. Co myślą o nas inni? Chodźcie ze mną, zobaczcie, co odpowiadali dzisiaj ludzie. Where are you from?
Well, Grimsby.
Grimsby, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? And is there a lot of foreigners living in Grimsby?
Too many.
Too many, yeah?
Too many.
And do you know any of them?
In what capacity?
Like, I don't know, working with them or...
I know some to talk to.
And do you know any Polish people?
Well, not by now. Not as friends now, just from the shops and stuff.
I see. So they do have some shops out around here, yeah?
On YouTube, so well, I won't swear a lot, yeah. Too many.
Too many. Okay. So,
so-
yeah, go on.
No, I'm saying the same with the barbers and the vape shops.
Who would you say is the hardest working nation in UK?
I don't know. It depends on the job. It depends on whether it's a profession or whether it's just a job.
Okay.
Because I used to be a care assistant. I worked my knacks off as a carer. I've also worked packing shelves and it's boring. So it depends.
Sure. And who would you say is the laziest?
Again, it depends what job it is,
Depending
really.
on what job, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you think that UK needs more immigration?
No.
So...
I'm flat against it. If you want to get my hoodie, it says out of England, stop the boats.
Okay.
I'm flat against immigration and illegal migration.
Okay. So who would you say is to blame for it all?
Tony Blair started it in 97. He opened the doors in 97, opened the borders. And then we had consecutive Conservative governments that didn't deal with it. And then we got the option of the Rwanda scheme, and whilst Keir Starmer was in opposition, them and the committees blocked every single move that Rishi Sunak and Boris Johnson was trying to do. So it's a Labour thing, and now they're just screwing us over with more.
They just won.
Yeah, but they're useless. Nobody wanted them in. It's just they were slightly not as crap as Conservatives.
Okay. Okay. So in what direction, in your opinion, the UK is going to?
Down. It's going in the shithole, for want of a better phrase. It's
Yeah.
going down the toilet.
Yeah, you are...
And a lot of it is to do with open door policies, which, like I say, started in 97. Then we had 3 or 4 Conservative governments that didn't do anything about it. And when the likes of Boris and Rishi Sunak tried to do out about it, Keir Starmer on the left side, they just kept blocking everything.
So what would you say is the solution for it all?
Mass deportation of illegals. Any prisoner that's in the UK that hasn't got a British citizenship, that's in a UK prison, should be sent back to their own country. I think that would erase something like 12,000 prisoners. And we've got this big prison crisis in the UK. So if you get rid of 12,000, that's 12,000 more spaces. Right? So you can get people out of hostels, and then you put homeless people on the street. Homeless people that are on the street back into the hostels that currently the Crims are in.
So what would you do to the people coming on the boats?
I wouldn't let them get as far.
So what's the solution? How
What's
can
the
we deal with it?
solution is, in my opinion, because France won't do enough, we put a border force just inside the French territory. Because you know what the channel's like, there's a meridian line in there, right? Put a border force just inside the French side and just turn them around.
Okay. So
It's worked for Spain, it's worked for other countries down that side, Morocco, all countries coming over that way.
So does that basically mean that our government is too weak?
It's shit. So yes, it's too weak.
They're not doing well on the borders.
They're not doing well on anything, are they? They're freezing the old people, you know.
Cutting off
There was a guy that died down Cleethorpes Road the other day. I don't know if you see it on YouTube.
No.
He was sleeping in a tent whilst we've got illegals up in hotels.
And we pay taxes for
Yeah.
it. So would you agree with the statement that we are actually in the cost of living crisis right now?
Again, cost of living is we're in a situation where heating bills are going up, regardless of what Ed Miliband says about they won't go up until they start coming down. Mine's gone up twice in 4 months since Labour got in.
Yeah, I only got the letter.
I got one 2 days ago saying it was going up by £8. I got one about 3 months ago saying it was going up by £12, so it's gone up twice, £20, right? So cost of living comes down to personal choice about what you buy, though. You know, if you buy an expensive bottle of wine or whatever, you have to get a cheaper one. You live within your means. But when it comes to putting money on your electric, the old biddies can't afford it. Of course, they've taken their thingy. I can't afford it. My flat's freezing. Well, I live on Grimsby Road because I've just got like single pane windows. My flat's freezing. I can't afford really to heat my house and do a load of cooking and stuff for my dinner. So it's about living within your means a little bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Because we initially sent £15 million to Syria when Assad regime fell, and then they just sent another 50 million. That's £65 million that goes to us. They sent £11 million to Africa on a climate change thing. Africa's always hot.
So you're basically saying that they should focus on us first.
They should focus on the UK.
Yeah.
British citizenship, British nationals, and anybody that's living in the UK legally should be the priority. Simple as that. And whilst they're not doing that, they're traitors and treason. And Keir Starmer should be done for treason, in my opinion. These
are the great words then. Okay, so to not finish this off so dramatically, what's your message to the world?
Start looking after your own. When they're coming over from these other countries, they're coming through 8 or 9 countries that are safe. Somebody's got to put a stop to it there before they even get to France. So one of the countries they come through to get to France before they come over here, somebody's got to start putting things in place. And when it comes to the UK, we need to start looking after our own people. And that includes foreigners that are here legally.
Who are working, paying taxes.
If they're legal, then they should be given the same comfort as a British citizen. But at the moment, British citizens aren't being given a comfort zone, a buffer zone.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Start looking after your own. And away from the political side of it, it's down to us to look after the people that's on the streets.
That's it.
Because the government won't. So it's down to us to make sure people are safe and aren't going to die in car parks.
Yeah, so let's look after our local communities, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what the spirit of Britain is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Great stuff. Great words.
No worries.
Thank you very much, yeah?
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Grimsby.
Grimsby, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you know any foreigners living in Grimsby?
No, not really.
Not really? Anyone from the college or?
No.
No,
Yeah.
not at all? Yeah? You know any? Yeah? And what would you say about the Polish people living in the UK? Yeah?
Some of them are.
Yeah,
Some of
don't
them
really
are a
know
bit.
much.
Some of them can be weird, but some of them are right. Yeah.
Yeah? And you guys students, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you study?
UPS.
Okay, right. And would you say that the UK is going into right direction or wrong direction? Where are we heading to?
I don't really know at the moment.
I'll see if we're going into the right direction a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so who would you say is the hardest working nation in UK?
Hardest working nation. Like, what do you mean by that?
Who works hardest? Who goes to work like every day doing overtimes? Who's the hardest working one?
All of us.
All of us, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, last question then. Maybe not even a question, just to finish it off, not so dramatically. What's your message to the world?
Just be positive and don't spread hate.
Yeah.
What's the world with hate and not love? That's all
Great
I've got to
words.
say.
Thank you very much, guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Cheers. All the best. Thank you. No i jak, kochani, podobało się? No jak się nie podobało, to napiszcie pod spodem w komentarzu, o co innego mamy pytać. Ja wiem, te pytania nie miały sensu. Napiszcie pod spodem, co myślicie na temat odpowiedzi, które dzisiaj tutaj widzieliście. I pamiętajcie, że to wy z nami tworzycie ten kanał. Także piszcie pod spodem, tamta sekcja jest dla was. Dajcie znać, o co mamy zapytać ludzi na ulicach Wielkiej Brytanii. Ja klasycznie już wciskaj guzik, subskrybuję, bo nic cię to nie kosztuje. Z polsko-brytyjskim pozdrowieniem. Nie zapomnij o lajku. Do zobaczenia. Cześć!
It's not a game, it's a rap.